Hello everyone, welcome to another God on My Mind. This one is from Exodus 3. It comes from verses 7 through 8. And it's Charles Spurgeon again. It says, Then the Lord said, I have observed the misery of my people in Egypt and have heard them crying out. And then verse 8 says, and I have come down to rescue them. Charles Spurgeon, in his study notes, actually says, more history is made in the prayer closet than in the national cabinet. There is a greater power at the back of the throne than the carnal eye can see, and that power is the cry of God's children. How many times have we thought that our prayers are in a veil? They're just not. We're not getting an answer, or we're not hearing. I've said I have prayed so many years for such and such, but all over the Bible, all over this one or whatever, it says God hears our prayers. He listens to our prayers. He takes joy in our prayers, and He answers our prayers. I know, some are yes, some are no, some are maybe and wait. I know that. But the prayers of God's people can change the course of so many things. Not just our lives, but the lives of people we care about and the world. God's prayers are prayers to God. They provide direction. Because you either get a yes, do this or go, or you get a no, this isn't what I want because doors are closing, or you get hang on a minute, it's not quite time. I'm not through prepping you. You're not quite ready for this. So, but if we look back, because hindsight 2020, when we look back, we can, and if we're honest, we can see the power in our prayers. We can see the power in the prayers of God's children, of the saints, of the church. So, don't get discouraged. I have this saying that I keep telling myself, other than in the name of Jesus, I have this saying that says, God doesn't ask us to be successful. He asks us to be faithful. So, whenever I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, or it's not going anywhere, or it's not working, and I always have to go back to, am I being faithful? Am I doing what God has put in my heart to do? And the same for you, because even if I don't get a successful answer, when the prayer is, Lord, give me the wisdom, show me the way, am I, and I don't just go to Him with that. I have to go to Him and say, Lord, I love you, and I do give you all honor and glory and praise and worship, and I thank you for so much Number one, salvation, because that's it. You know, everything else is icing on the cake. That salvation's it. And then ask forgiveness for my prayers. I don't want to, I mean, for my sins. I don't want to just say, help, you know, because he deserves more than me just saying help. I mean, he loves my prayers. Yes, he does. He loves our prayers, but they need to be the right kind of prayers. You know, give honor and glory where honor and glory is due, and give thanks and praise where praise is due. But let him know. You know, he's your dad. You're sitting there talking to your dad over all your problems, all your issues, all your concerns, just your life. Let him know. But know that prayers are going to be answered. You can see it when you look back. God's in control. He knows where he wants you to go. He knows where he's leading you. And he knows he's got the timing down. I just, you know, sometimes we feel that that the prayers just aren't going anywhere. We can feel that way. We can always feel, you know, especially when we're crying out. And when we're on our knees crying, we can feel like, are my prayers even being heard? They're being heard. And they will be answered. And God's right there. It's like sitting on your dad's lap, you know, crying on his shoulder. We know all that. He's right there. Just don't forget. And let this encourage you that more history is made in the prayer closet than in the national cabinet. There is a greater power at the back of the throne than the carnal eye can see. And that power is the cry of God's children. Now keep praying, keep talking, prayer mail is a whole lot better, you know. Thanks for listening. Have a blessed rest of your week. Bye.